In the gleaming spires of Virilia Prime, the most luxurious planet in the Tellurian cluster, the wealthy and influential Zorath family lived in endless splendor. Lady Illyra Zorath, the matriarch of the family, ruled her household with a sharp mind and an iron will. Her life revolved around status, perfection, and the future of her only daughter, Lyra. Lyra, with her luminous silver eyes and delicate violet skin, was the pride of the Zorath name, but she carried a secret burden. For years, doctors had confirmed that Lyra was infertile. The news shattered Illyra when it first arrived, yet she maintained her poise before society, hiding the fear that her lineage might end with her daughter. On a serene morning, sunlight reflected off the crystal towers of their estate, casting rainbows across the polished floors. Lyra entered the family atrium, her normally radiant expression replaced by a mixture of awe and apprehension. She clutched a small device against her chest, a faint hum vibrating from it. Illyra noticed immediately the device was a genetic scanner, used only for confirming pregnancies. "Lyra, what are you doing with that?" Illyra asked, her voice calm but rigid. Beneath her control, a storm of panic brewed. Lyra hesitated, her hands trembling. "Mother, I think it's possible. I may be pregnant." The words hung in the air like a live wire. Illyra's mind raced. This was impossible. Lyra had been told she could never conceive. Medical histories, scientific scans, all had pointed to infertility. And yet, her daughter's face told the truth. She was terrified, yet undeniably hopeful. Illyra stepped closer, her metallic heels clicking against the crystalline floor. She studied Lyra, searching for any sign of deceit. "Are you certain?" she demanded, though every instinct in her body screamed disbelief. Lyra nodded, tears welling in her eyes. I don't know how, Mother. But it feels real. I've never felt this before." Illyra's breath caught. Panic clawed at her throat, and for the first time in public, the matriarch faltered. "This cannot be. Our lineage, our name, it cannot end like this. And yet, how?" The device beeped softly, confirming what Lyra had feared and hoped. The scan displayed a faint, flickering image, the embryonic presence of life inside her. It was small, almost imperceptible, but undeniable. Illyra's hands shook as she stared at the display. The implications were immediate. A child born of Lyra could change everything: political alliances, family prestige, and the Zorath legacy. Yet the method of conception mattered immensely. In the Tellurian cluster, a pregnancy outside approved unions could spark scandal and even political disaster. Illyra's mind raced, flashing back to the secretive expedition Lyra had undertaken weeks ago, a mission to the distant moon, Theron 9, under the guise of scientific research. Illyra's eyes narrowed. Could someone, or something, have tampered with her daughter? She demanded answers. "Lyra, tell me everything. Did someone touch you? Someone you know?" Lyra shook her head, confusion clouding her expression. "No, Mother. It wasn't like that. I don't understand it myself. I just felt a change." Then the scanner, her voice faltered as she looked at her mother. "I didn't plan this. It just happened." Illyra's panic intensified. The concept of an unexpected pregnancy, especially in someone deemed infertile, was beyond comprehension. She summoned the household AI, a sleek silver construct named Kareth, to scan Lyra for anomalies. Kareth's sensors pulsed over Lyra's form, analyzing genetic, cellular, and quantum-level data. "Anomalous genetic activity detected," Kareth reported. "This sequence is not consistent with known Tellurian reproductive biology. Pregnancy confirmed, but origin unknown." Illyra's eyes widened. "Unknown origin? Explain." Kareth's voice remained calm, almost cold. "The conception process appears to involve an unidentified alien genome. Maternal DNA remains primary, but foreign genetic markers indicate hybridization." Hybridization. The word reverberated in Illyra's mind like a hammer blow. Her daughter, her only heir, had somehow become pregnant with alien genetic material, an event previously considered impossible. The ramifications were catastrophic yet fascinating. Aelira's initial panic slowly shifted into a complicated mix of awe and dread. If this pregnancy succeeded, Lyra's child could be the first hybrid in centuries, bridging species. It could elevate the Zoreth family to unprecedented power or destroy their reputation entirely. Days passed. Lyra struggled with the physical and emotional changes, her body adjusting to the alien presence growing inside her. Aelira oscillated between fierce protectiveness and meticulous planning. She discreetly reached out to her network of scientists, xenobiologists, and geneticists across the cluster. All were sworn to secrecy. Meanwhile, the child's growth accelerated at an alarming pace, far beyond standard Tellurian gestation cycles. Lyra felt an almost psychic connection to the embryo, sensing emotions, thoughts, and even flashes of memory that were not her own. The bond frightened and fascinated her. Aelira watched closely, analyzing every change in her daughter. Nights became tense with whispered conversations, experiments, and constant vigilance. She could not allow a single misstep to jeopardize her family's status. Yet despite her fears, a subtle warmth grew inside her, a cautious hope that this unexpected miracle might be a gift, rather than a curse. Then, the unthinkable happened. On the 32nd day of gestation, during a routine scan, Kareth detected movement, deliberate, coordinated, and intelligent. The embryo was responding to external stimuli, even appearing to communicate via subtle bioluminescent flashes. Lyra gasped, clutching her abdomen. "Mother, it's reacting to me. It knows me." Aelira's eyes softened despite the lingering panic. "It recognizes its mother. Incredible, but what does it want?" Kareth analyzed further. Preliminary indications suggest advanced neural development. The embryo possesses rudimentary cognitive abilities uncommon in Tellurian or alien species at this stage. The revelation struck Aelira silent. This was no ordinary child. It was an entirely new life form, bridging species in a way no one had witnessed before. The Zoreth legacy would never be the same. Weeks passed, each day amplifying both fear and wonder. Lyra endured physical strain but displayed remarkable resilience. Aelira, once consumed by panic, found herself teaching, guiding, and even bonding with her daughter in a way she had never imagined. She realized that the future of the family no longer depended on societal expectations but on understanding, love, and adaptation. Finally, the day of birth arrived. The room was filled with soft light, humming machines, and the quiet tension of anticipation. Lyra lay exhausted but determined, her hand resting on Aelira's. The embryo's bioluminescent glow pulsed in time with Lyra's heartbeat. With a final surge of effort, the child emerged. Hybrid, luminous, and ethereal, it opened its eyes, mirrors of Lyra's own, yet shimmering with unknown colors. Aelira could hardly breathe. Her daughter had given life to a being that defied the laws of nature, yet radiated a profound sense of connection and hope. The room fell silent, except for Lyra's soft gasp. "Mother, it's beautiful." Aelira, tears streaming, nodded. "More than I ever imagined, more than I could have feared." In that moment, the Zoreth family legacy transformed. What began as panic, fear, and uncertainty ended in awe, love, and a new beginning, a child who embodied both the known and the unknown, bridging worlds and carrying the promise of a future no one could have predicted. The rich alien matriarch who once feared extinction now understood that life often defies expectation, and that miracles could appear where least expected. And so, under the shimmering towers of Virilia Prime, a new chapter began, one of mystery, hope, and the extraordinary power of life to surprise even the most powerful among the stars.